What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So, do y'all remember that black truck I used to have? Man, it was an awesome truck. I loved every second of it. Unfortunately, this is what it looks like now. That's right, y'all. Unfortunately, the black truck is gone. And I'm not talking like gone, I'm talking like bang, boom, totaled in several different pieces, gone. So yeah, maybe the next time y'all are thinking about texting and driving, don't. So yeah, the process was pretty crazy. It was Mother's Day weekend. My wife and I were driving across the state that we live in to go see my mom for Mother's Day. And we were actually stopped at a red light. We were literally like, traffic wasn't moving. We were just stopped at a red light. I'm sitting there and I'm looking in my rearview mirror and I'm just like, dude, that guy is coming like way too fast. Like you can tell, like you can just kind of use like your judgment and be like, there's no way that person's gonna be able to slow down in time based off of how fast they're going. And I was like, I don't even think that guy's gonna be able to like slam on his brakes. And I literally was like, we're gonna get hit. Like I just had that feeling. I knew for a fact. I've been in really bad car accidents before and I was just like, yep, it's about to happen. And I actually told my wife who was sitting next to me, I was like, Jeanette, we're about to get hit. And like basically as soon as that statement came out of my mouth, we just got absolutely demolished by the other person. I mean, the speed limit on the road that it happened on was, I believe, if I remember correctly, 50 or 55 miles an hour. This dude was doing way more than that, believe me. And pretty much next thing I knew, we were completely flipped on our side, like in the median ditch area next to us. So yeah, as you guys can imagine, we were super banged up, super beaten up and down for a while. You know, obviously there's the physical injuries, there's the, mental injuries from, something that crazy, a near-death experience like that happening. I've got this like chemical burn tattoo from like, I guess like the powder that comes out from the airbags or something, but it like burned like the entire backside of my arm. There's like a discoloration scar that's like that big on the back of my left arm now, which is super annoying because you're not really going to be able to like reverse that. So that sucks. But I'll be honest, one of the most annoying parts, and if you've ever been in a car accident, you're gonna know what I'm about to say already, but one of the worst parts about a car accident or something like that is actually what happens afterwards. So not only, like, especially like somebody in my position who I was literally just stopped at a red light and got absolutely plowed into and totaled my brand new truck by someone who was texting and driving. So not only was I completely, free of any wrongdoing or anything like that, but that basically, what a car accident does is like sentences you for the next year to 2 years or however long it drags out of being just completely consumed, overwhelmed, and harassed by all the legalities and all of the red tape that comes from being in a car accident. You've got doctor bills, you've got lawyers, you've got insurance companies, all coming at you, and they want to get to you as quickly as possible after the accident. That way they can dictate what actually happened, because that'll decide what happens going forward. And one of the worst times to ever be able to be asked a bunch of questions or harassed a bunch of times or being followed like my wife and I were by the other insurance guy's company. I mean, it was just the worst part about the car accident is almost what happens after the car accident, not the actual accident itself. And yes, you did hear me right. The other insurance company did send somebody to photograph and film my wife and I after the accident. On multiple occasions, I would be walking from my apartment to my mailbox to get my mail, and I would look over. We lived in an apartment complex. It was a pretty small apartment complex, and so for the most part we knew all the cars and all the people in there, and I would look over and I would notice that it would be like a new car that I'd never seen before, and the person would literally be sitting there like with their phone, like facing me, like clearly taking pictures and clearly filming me. And then sure enough, when my wife would leave the house, that same car, that same person would follow them around. So just an absolute nightmare. And again, we did nothing wrong, and now we're being subjected to all this nonsense. It's just the most annoying thing. Now obviously, justice was served. We were in the right, so like I said, justice was served. I was able to get a brand new truck to replace the brand new truck that was totaled. That's the Leadfoot Gray truck that you guys see and have been seeing on my channel now. So that's essentially the story of where the black truck went. Obviously, when a bunch of stuff like this is going on, it is we're just not able to discuss it until that situation has completely resolved itself. Again, if any of you have ever been in a car accident or ever been in something like this before, you guys know that whoever's on your team is advising you, like, under no circumstances do we talk about this. Do we? They even advise you not to post about it on social media and stuff like that. My lawyer was aware that I had a YouTube channel, and he was like, hey, until all this is over, like, let's just, because all it can do is muddy the water, give the other people potential stuff to take and twist and use against you, even if you are in a situation like I was, where literally I was just stopped at a red light waiting to go see my mom on Mother's Day, and somebody was being careless and, a little reckless and just speeding down the road, not even paying attention, just texting away. So, yeah, that's essentially what happened with the black truck. So this situation has actually been resolved for some time now. It really took me a long time to make this video. One, because it's pretty hard to talk about. Obviously, you guys saw some of the footage at the beginning of this video. I lived that, that was not fun. I actually used a knife from the center console of my truck to cut my seatbelt off and like stab all the airbags around me while we were completely tipped over on our side, just so I could see, just so I could get my wife, get her up. So luckily some people helped, stop by and help pull us all out and everything like that. But it's not fun to talk about, especially since I've already been in another car accident that certainly should have killed me. Almost cost me my legs. It did cost me my ability to walk for a very long time. I was in a motorcycle accident. Again, something that wasn't my fault. I was just driving and somebody didn't see me and whacked me. So it's taken a really long time to make this explanation video, just giving you guys an update as to what has happened, because it's not fun to talk about, especially when it's happened a couple different times, and it can be hard to like bring that stuff up. This video took a really long time to make. I've had to do like a million different takes because I just get like zoned out thinking about like what happened and remembering what had happened, and seeing that footage that you guys saw at the beginning of the video definitely is like definitely brings some stuff back. But part of moving on is accepting what has happened. So luckily we're in a good situation now. Like I said, I was able to get a replacement truck. My wife and I were alive. And we're, very, very lucky. So that's where we're at now. I feel like I would regret if I didn't at least say something in this video about this. Like, use voice text, call somebody, use your voice commands. Don't take your eyes off the road, guys. It can wait. It really can. Like, I remember getting so annoyed when I saw that program from like AT&T or whatever it was, where like, oh, it can wait, and I was just like, whatever, rolled my eyes. But it's true though. Like, don't be so careless as to take other people's lives in your hands by driving a car on the road and not actually be focusing on controlling that car and driving it. So, yeah, it is a big deal. And, the very first time that comes back to bite you, it could cost somebody else their life. So, it can wait. But thank you all so much for all of the support and all of the messages and all the comments that you guys did give me and send my way after because like I wasn't able to talk about it, but obviously a lot of people out there knew like what had happened and everything like that. They could kind of like connect the dots, put two and two together. So thank you guys so much for all the support. It didn't skip a beat. Even when I couldn't upload a video for a while due to the situation, y'all didn't skip a beat. I was getting messages on Instagram. I was getting comments on YouTube. Y'all were just flooding it with like, hey, like, if you need anything, let me know. We're praying for you. We hope you get better, all this stuff. And that really does go a long way when you're, pretty jacked up. So it really does go a long way. It really does help in the recovery process for the person who's going through it all. So I just want to say to everybody out there who has, was a part of that, who was praying for me, who was messaging me, who was leaving comments, that went a long way for me and my wife as well. So thank you all so much for that support. Alright guys, so that is going to wrap up today's video. If you guys have any questions about this that I wasn't able to touch on in here, leave it down below. If I can answer it, I will. But yeah, that's pretty much just it, guys. Like I said, it took a while to make this video because it wasn't going to be a fun or enjoyable video to make, because it kind of involves bringing up some crap that has happened. But like I said already, part of moving on is accepting what has already happened. So we are full steam ahead, moving forward. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. We've been growing like crazy. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Last I checked, I believe we're at a little over 9,700 right now, which means we're like 280 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for that. I am so excited to hit that number. I know we're going to do something awesome for that 10,000 subscriber special, and I cannot wait to get there. Just thank you all so much for all your support along the way. This would not happen without you guys as well. So thank you so much for that. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace!